What's up, wavers? Welcome to PhD and Waves. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm going over why you can't get waves, why you're never able to achieve the 360 wave pattern or whatever waves you want, 180 waves, 540 waves, 720 waves. I always get so many questions of people saying this method didn't work, or they've been brushing so much and their curls just won't lay down. I'm really gonna break down all the reasons why you can't get waves so you could fix it and finally achieve your goal of getting waves. All right, so first and foremost, if your hair doesn't curl or it doesn't have a wavy texture, you're not really gonna be able to get waves. It's impossible. You need some type of curl or, waviness in order to get waves. So if you notice that your hair can't curl or get wavy in any way, unfortunately, you can't get waves. All right, so the first reason you're not really able to get waves is because your hair is too short. In order to get waves, like I said, you need some type of curls in your hair. So you do want to reach your curl length in order to get waves. For me, in the beginning of my wave journey, my hair was always cut super short. So I was never really able to get waves and I didn't really know why. And that's because I never reached my curl length. If you're constantly getting haircuts where you're cutting all your curls off, you're unfortunately not going to be able to get waves. You do want to grow your hair to your curl length. So whenever you go to a barber, tell your barber to keep some curls on your head so you can achieve 360 waves. A good length to start at is around a 2 guard. So when you're going to a barber, tell your barber to cut your hair to a 2 or a 2.5 if you have tighter curls like me. But if you have looser curls, you might have to cut to a 2.5, a 3, a 3.5, depending on how loose your curls are. The looser your curls are, the higher the guard you have to cut down to maintain your curls so you could get 360 waves. So if you basically have a baldy or if your hair is cut down to a 1 and you're not really seeing waves, that's why. It's because you're not at your curl length. There's nothing to wave up. You have no curls. And that brings us to the second reason you can't get waves. Maybe your hair is too long. If your hair is too long, that means you're not really able to control and manage your curls. If you have an afro, you're not really gonna be able to brush that down and get waves. Your hair is gonna over curl. It's not gonna wanna lay down because you simply just have too much curls. A brush isn't really gonna lay that down. So you do wanna cut your hair down to a 2, 2.5, depending on, your curl texture, your hair texture. There's a specific range of hair length that you need in order to get waves. If you're too short, you're not really going to be able to get waves. If your hair is too long, you're also not going to be able to get waves. You want to keep your hair in between a 2 and a 3.5 in order to get waves. All right, so the third reason you're not able to get waves is because you're not brushing or combing enough. Just because you have curls doesn't mean you could automatically get waves. You actually have to train your hair in order to lay down. And we do that by brushing, combing, and wearing a durag because you're literally changing your hair texture when you're trying to become a waver. So you have to constantly brush your hair to stretch them and to lay down your pattern. You're not automatically going to be born with waves. That's why wavers are always brushing in the morning, afternoon, and night. And we're always doing wash and styles. We're always wearing a durag to lay down our pattern because if we don't, our hair is going to curl back up into curls and we're never going to get waves. And that brings us to the next reason why you're not able to get waves is you're not wearing your durag. A durag is meant to protect and compress your waves. If you're not wearing your durag every night, or if you're going to the gym, or if you're just going out and about, you're never going to get waves because the durag is actually saving your progress. All that brushing you're doing, once you throw on that durag, it's saving that progress so you don't ruin your waves. Waves are very delicate, and if you do anything wrong, that can ruin your wave pattern. So you do want to make sure you're wearing your durag every single night to protect your hair from dryness, frizz, and just messing up your pattern. So make sure you're wearing your durag when you're taking a shower, when you're sleeping, when you're playing sports. Anything that might mess up your waves, make sure you have on your durag so you can protect your pattern. The next reason why you're not able to get waves is heat or sweat. Heat and sweat cause your hair to frizz. It causes your hair to stand up, and that will prevent you from getting 360 waves. Believe it or not, in the summer, a lot of wavers lose their pattern. I made a whole video about maintaining your 360 waves in the summer because you do have to be careful when you're around heat or if you're sweating, because sweat will cause your hair to frizz up and you will lose progress. So if you notice that it's really hot in your house and you're sweating and your hair is frizzing up and your hair is not laying down, this is because of the heat and your sweat is causing your hair to frizz up. If you guys do want to learn more about maintaining your pattern during hotter months, or if you live somewhere that's always hot, I do have a whole video on this. All right, so the next reason why you're not able to get 360 waves is because you're not doing the wash and style correctly. I have a whole video of reasons why your wash and style isn't working if you guys do want to check that out. Either you're not doing the wash and style once a week, or you're doing the wash and style incorrectly. The wash and style is one of the best 360 wave methods to lay down your curls, but if you're not doing it correctly, that will ruin your pattern and ruin your 360 waves. Also, if you're not doing the wash and style, you're missing out on a lot of benefits to train and lay down your pattern, because doing the wash and style is actually a cheat code. You could get waves in a day simply by doing the wash and style method, but you have to do it correctly. But yeah, that's all the reasons why you're not able to get 360 waves. Either you don't have any curls to begin with, or your hair is too short, your hair might be too long, you may not be brushing or combing enough, you may not be wearing your durag, you may not be doing the wash and style, or it simply might just be too hot. The sweat is causing you not to have 360 waves. Once you correct some of these things, you will be on your way to achieving the 360 wave pattern. You just gotta brush, do the wash and style, wear your durag, and keep your hair at a medium hair length to train your pattern. But yeah, that is it for today's video. If you guys learned something new, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Make sure to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.